Welcome back to another episode of Love, Food and Fitness. I'm your host Archana Kumar and I'm very excited today because it's a different setting, it's a different studio we are in. We're not in a studio, we're in a beautiful Kathak studio actually. So, I think I've hinted you what the podcast is all going to about. Today we are celebrating an art form that is actually very close to my heart and is truly timeless, Kathak. And for this, today's guest is someone who lives at the crossroads of literature, heritage, and performances. She is the managing director of Hans Magazine, India's most widely read Hindi literary magazine with a legacy that goes back to Munshi Premchand and Mahatma Gandhi. She is also an accomplished Kathak dancer, choreographer, and teacher, actually known more as Guru to her Shishya, running her own studio in Gurgaon, where we are right now. So I'm talking about none other than Rachna Yadavji. Born to two literary giants, Rajinder Yadav and Manu Bhandari ji, Rachna grew up in a home filled with stories, discussions, but progressive thinking. But her journey hasn't been a straight line. It has truly been a dance only between creativity, entrepreneurship, family, and self discovery. And for me, she's even more special because she was also a guru to my younger daughter, who learned Kathak from her for a few years. So I've seen the first-hand magic that she created in her classrooms whenever she was there on the floor. So rightly named today's episode as From Ghungroos to Hans, the many lives of Rachna Yadav. So welcome, Rachna. I hope I was able to justify the big achievements you have made in your life.
Yeah. These are all part of the life.
Okay, let's start from the very beginning. As I just mentioned, that you grew up in a very uniquely talented household, if I may say that. Literary household that you had, with both parents being celebrities in their own way. So, how was your childhood like in that environment?
Now, when I look back, I think I was very fortunate because my childhood was very different and in many ways very enriching, which I didn't feel at that point in time. Because at that point in time, to grow up in a literary household where both parents are writers, their friends are writers, or my mother was teaching, so they had a lot of professors, teachers, writers, academics, basically
Yeah,
academically
academics.
oriented and literary oriented group of people who were constantly coming. uh, I just found it all fairly dull and boring as a child. But now, when I look at it on hindsight, I think lots was going in my head, which has enriched me a lot, and I feel that a lot of it comes back in many ways. It
It does.
manifests itself in many ways, and I am able to use that kind of upbringing in ways I never even thought I would be able to. So I guess it comes your conditioning, your upbringing, your environment that you are brought up in does kick in at some point in time. So
You never took to writing though.
no, no, I never took to writing. I guess when you see so much writing
Yeah.
around you, and like I said, that as a child, I didn't find it very interesting because it wasn't. Our house was full of books
Always.
always
Yeah.
throughout, whether it's drawing room, bedroom, it was just racks and racks of books.
Wow.
And which to a small child is not very fascinating, because I used to go to friends' houses and I used to see these beautiful decorative pieces and cut glasses and little dolls and all kind of things. And we didn't have any of that. We had just books. So, and they were constantly talking, and because they were Hindi writers, most of them were Hindi speaking people. Hindi mein, discussions and debates and heated debates also, and that. So it wasn't something which was very attractive to me because I didn't understand most of it, so I could never be a part of it as such. Although we used to hang around there, the kids, other me and couple of other kids of other writers, we used to play and hang around. But I guess that when you see so much of it, then uh, probably you don't want to take that route, or I didn't take that route.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I really don't know why I didn't.
But you took to it in many other forms, which will come to now.
Yeah, and I do write off and on, for my choreographies and all. When I really can't find the kind of text or the right kind of text for my choreographies because the thought is in my head, the idea is in my head. When I'm unable to find supporting text, then I attempt to write myself.
So you are a writer also.
No, I'm not, because I mean, yeah, just a little bit of writing, but definitely not a writer.
As you told me earlier, that you started your career with advertising, and then probably you got married while you were in advertising only, and then interiors happened, and the first furniture showroom, which was built
Yeah,
on the
on
now
MG
MG
Road,
Road.
yes.
How did that kind of journey take shape? From coming from literary world completely.
So, I guess because, like I said, that the whole environment was so literary and academically oriented that things outside, which were not part of our environment, always attracted me. Like, I remember I wanted to, at one point in time, go into modeling, and one point, the glamour related or oriented things,
Yeah.
because literature, everything was there except glamour. The beauty and the little razzmatazz that has never been a part of our household. So that used to attract me, and obviously modeling was something. Although my parents or my father never put any kind of pressure that ye karna hai or ye nahi karna hai, never. But modeling was something. He said that because you don't use your brain, that's what he felt, that it's more your physical appearance
Yeah.
oriented rather
Yeah.
than any intellectual input in it. So he had an issue with that, and so that really didn't happen. But the next closest at that point in time was advertising, because I thought that it was a very glamorous profession. It was coming up, and you saw ads, you saw models, you saw shooting, photography. So I thought that's a very cool thing to go into. And so after my college, I sat for IIMC, Indian Institute of Mass Comm entrance exam, and my father helped me prepare it. Although the Institute of Mass Comm was offering two courses, maybe today it offers more. Um, Advertising and PR and journalism. So he was a little disappointed that I didn't go for journalism, because that was more closer
To
to,
what he was doing, right?
yeah,
Writing again.
yeah. And I wanted to go for advertising, but he helped me prepare for the entrance. I remember I sat with him and we discussed, Marxism, capitalism, because it's a quite a comprehensive and a detailed paper,
Okay.
that entrance exam, which has current topics, which has all kinds of things, philosophy. Um, so he did prepare me for that, and I got in. And after that, I got placement in an ad agency. So that's how advertising happened. And as I went along, I soon after joining advertising, I met Dinesh and we got married. He was also in advertising. He was senior to me, and then, but as I went along, after a few years, I started realizing it is not all that glamour that I had come there for.
Yeah.
Yes, the life was quite fast paced, although Delhi advertising scene was still not as professional and developed as Mumbai was.
Of course. Even till
And
now, I think that's the scene.
yeah, and actually, I did want to go to Mumbai and work. I wanted to go and make it on my own, but then I met Dinesh, and he was keen on, ki shaadi ho jaye jaldi. Once you go to Bombay, then we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know whether it'll happen or no. So if we found each other, we've met each other, why wait? And my mom was also ki kar do शादी, उसके बाद तुम्हें जो करना है करो, पर कर लो,
शादी
मिला है तो. Because one thing my parents were dead against was arranged marriage. They just said
Really?
that no,
In those
no.
times and days?
Oh yes, they said no boy is coming to look at you. You're not a
Oh, that's nice.
commodity.
That's
You're not a
really
problem.
nice to know.
Oh yeah, they were dead against. So they said you have to find someone. So when I did find, I did have little relationships or boyfriends when you have in
Yeah.
college, and was up tha, but this one was looked like it was more serious. And when I did find him, then mummy said that, because my mom and my father got married when mummy was 29 and my dad was 31. and according to them at that point in time it was a very late
Very
marriage.
late marriage that point of time, yeah.
Yeah, so and she always felt कि अगर देर से शादी करोगे तो adjustments में problem होती है,
हाँ.
because your personality or your individuality is already formed.
Yeah.
So better to 22-23, you know, she was the 22-23 type
हाँ.
की 22-23 में कर लेनी चाहिए
हाँ.
शादी. So anyway, that was so I did get married. So वो बॉम्बे रह गया and यहीं पर. But as like I was saying, as I went along, after 6-7 years, I started realizing that this was not giving me the kind of medium of expression that I was looking for, because I was in client servicing. I was not in creative. I was not a copywriter or a graphic designer. So client servicing meant that I was dealing with the clients, taking the work there, getting it approved, presenting it, strategizing.
More admin kind of a work.
No, little bit marketing, branding.
Okay.
Plus admin comes into it, but not pure admin. So it was more strategizing and discussing and then presenting
But still
it
it
to
was
the
not
client.
creative enough.
It was in some ways it was, but then not purely creative. It was more strategy and marketing and all of that. That's also fine, if you're using your brain and you're being able to express your ideas, that's fine. But what I realized that we were pretty much at client's mercy. Because that time advertising, like I said, had not fully developed.
Yeah.
Or didn't have that kind of professional outlook and format that like in Mumbai. So the clients were they felt कि अच्छा ये हमारी agency है, if you've hired them then they have to deliver whatever we want, and often we didn't agree with it, but we had to because it was so that was not something which I was enjoying, and dhire dhire I did get my promotions and I was at a fairly senior level, but I realized this is not something that. Also, the lifestyle was initially it was fun because advertising had a lot of young people and a lot of good people. I mean, I have worked with some of the best creative teams, and so there was, and it was a party.
Yeah.
It was, whoever we were working in office, and then the whole office used to come to our house or somebody's house and we were partying. So all that initially when you're younger, it's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
but as you go along, and very hectic because जाने का time fixed था, but what time you come back is...
I know. My elder one was into media only, so I know the
yeah,
timings are
so
like-
and then suddenly phone aaya that you have to go to Bombay for a shoot. So initially again very exciting,
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
part of the shoot, but then it becomes a bit of a that just was not getting time for us. There was no time for ourselves. It was just one big party that was happening constantly. So I did realize that ये बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं चलेगा, but I didn't know what to do. So what happened was that it so happened that one of the executives who was working with me, his parents had bought a house in Defense Colony, one of those builder apartments. That builder apartments was a very new concept that time. It was the first few builder apartments, and they had bought this big apartment. And koi baton mein I may have mentioned that it's my hobby, because it was my hobby, just doing up. I used to help my mother, some aunt, friend, ye wo. So he said, ki, why don't you help me and my parents do it up? So I said, great. And I was pretty much fed up of advertising by then. So I had a lot of leave collected. So I just took 3 months off. And actually I had quit, but they said, okay, you take 3 months off, relax, and then you'll feel fresh and you'll come back. So I said, great. 3 mahina chutti le li maine. And I took 3 months off and I, worked at home. I was not trained in interior designer, in drawing and all, but दिमाग में जो आता था, designs, I was trying to draw them in 3D, and धीरे धीरे I learned as I went along. And anyway, did up his flat, designed the furniture. Now I had no space, so in my backyard I had called 2 carpenters, and they would sit and make they were making the furniture there. Some were making in that khali flat. So that's how we somehow put it all together, and it came out nicely. And मेरा 3 महीना खत्म हो गया, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. So my boss said, you must be all refreshed and wanting
Recharged
to
to come
get
back.
I said, no, I'm very refreshed, but I'm very sure now I'm not coming back. And the flat below that, someone else came and they saw that flat and they said, who's done it? And, so
Wow.
then I got an assignment. So
Oh,
that
wonderful.
was.
Now
So
what about?
धीरे धीरे हाँ करके ऐसे छोटा मोटा some friend who knew that I was getting into it, a very close friend of mine, he gave me a little room in his house, a lounge to do. So ऐसे छोटा करके it started, and I said, well, this is becoming my profession. So great. So we were living in Hoskas SFS apartments. From there I took a small office, one of those SQ garages. So I used to work there. And then I took a little place in Shahpur Jat for the carpenters to sit, a little factory. And then wo dheere dheere badhta gaya. And then I was pregnant with my first daughter. So I said, अब अकेले तो नहीं होएगा. So fortunately, at that point in time, somebody introduced me to this other person, and we got into partnership. And bus then slowly बढ़ा. फिर छतरपुर में we had a big factory in behind the mandirs, one of the old farmhouses, which was, and then we opened a showroom on MG Road, which was the first. Actually, there was nothing on
There's
MG
nothing
Road.
road, yeah.
Yeah.
The road used to be empty.
Absolutely empty. There was one village shop, and there was one place called Timber Dome, which came soon after us. I still remember the second furniture shop and a carpet shop. That's it. There was nothing. So we were there, and we had this bright canary blue door, and these. So it was a very sweet looking, shop with awnings and rota and stuff, and very different, not a regular shop looking shop. So we started that, and then we did that for quite a few years. We did projects here, overseas. I mean,
Overseas,
we did a restaurant in Singapore. We did a restaurant in UK.
Oh, wow.
हाँ, तो वो सब किया. So it was doing well. But then my partner had to move to America because her husband was getting posted there. And also, although it was all बाहर से, it was looking very good and we were enjoying parts of it, but again I think हम लोग का जो भी profession मेरा होता था, it was before time, because Delhi में interior designing as a professional service had not developed as much again as in Mumbai. Also that same attitude I felt from the clients, that if they had paid you for a service, they felt that they owned you. They could call at 11 o'clock at night ki abhi aake ye karo, wo karo.
That was, I think, attitude in Delhi.
Yeah, it was
Very
more
bossy,
an
very
attitude
authoritative,
and
yeah,
in Delhi. And it was also, this suddenly there was a class with money which had come, because the traditionally jo moneyed families thi na, they are much better. It is that rich or whatever you call it, this whole class that had come up in the early 90s and is mid 90s, that suddenly felt very empowered and felt that like they owned the world. A lot of them were exporters, but there were some very nice people, but there were some not very nice people, and that really put me off, because I just felt that again it was what I was doing. I was taking care of the factory with 40 workers, and unka the whole admin, that was a whole admin.
Absolutely.
And then dealing with clients, some of the clients were really finicky and all, which is also fine if you're but we used to get caught in their own disagreements within the family about designs and all, and those kind of things, and that arbit time mein bula liya, kabhi bhi bula liya, paisa nahi de rahe hain. And then both my partner Vandana and me, neither of us come from business background. So asking for money was such a difficult thing. I used to, hesitate that how do we ask for money. And whereas if that's the first thing you have to learn in business, to be able to get your outstandings cleared and ask, okay,
that's
now
what
pay.
you're working for at the end of the day.
Yeah. And we won't be able to ask, or we were not so pushy. So people used to kind of take us for granted, not pay us on time. So we were putting in our, so it was all because we had to pay our workers, we had to pay the
Of course,
factory,
yeah.
it was. So
They are
ये
so
सब
fixed
it
expenses no
was
matter what.
हाँ. So it was just getting and again I felt कि जो जिस कारण के लिए शुरू किया था for a creative expression which I was enjoying वो तो हो नहीं रहा है. I'm just between running a factory and 40 people and managing clients and finances. That's what I'm doing. So I was just
Done with it.
yeah. So but quite a few years we did, and we did some very different kind of furniture. We got covered in a lot of magazines, Savvy and Femina, and all of that, and got written about quite a bit. But ठीक है हो गया. And then dance happened.
How did that happen? Now, in all this, in furniture and 40 people.
Yeah,
doing
that's
tak-tak
a
on the hair.
story you will find everywhere wherever I give interview. I talk about it. So it's, I guess, a lot of people know about it. But it so happened that Dinesh was shooting for Aditi Mangaldasa's new production. She's a very famous
Yeah,
Kathak,
yeah,
my guru, new production. And so he was shooting and she was to premiere the production in, that was mid-90s, late, I think 97 or something. And नहीं थोड़ा और लेट था. Anyway, so he shot for it, and when the premiere happened in Kamani, she obviously invited him, and he asked me to come along, and I said, look, I'm not interested in Kathak and all this, but and as a child I used to learn, but because my mother was very keen, so when my Guruji used to, who was my first guru, he used to come home and teach me, and she was very keen that I learn. But when I 2-3 saal so सीखा, and then I kind of left it because I was more interested in sports. But in school, I was doing Kathak throughout because there used to be a Kathak class. So I was kind of in touch off and on with it, but never really seriously. So he literally dragged me and he said, no, no, come. And I went and we were sitting in Kamani and I saw this production and I was just so completely mesmerized that everybody, when it got over, everybody was standing and clapping and or sitting and clapping or standing and clapping. And I was just sitting like this. I don't know what
Numb.
I didn't know. And I said, two thoughts. I said, I have to do this. And second thought that why the hell did I leave it? That regret. Oof. I remember it was just such a regret. Then I didn't know where to go because who to go to learn because I was past 30 years old and past 35. So I didn't know who to go to. I called up Kathak and they said, no, we have an age limit. I called up someone else. They said, ki, aap aa jaiye. So I didn't go, but what I gathered was that I'll be dancing with kids. So I didn't know how that will work. So then I traced my old Guruji.
Who used to come to your house?
Yeah, because he had come through a family friend. There was a family connection. And I found that he was in Vasant Kunj. So I had told him, I said that, Masab, aap mujhe sikhaoge fir se. So he said, tu ab teri jagriti hui hai, because he was also very upset when I left. My mother and he, both of them were very upset. But I said, हाँ मुझे सीखना है. So he said, हाँ मैं सिखाऊंगा, पर सिखाता तो हूँ नहीं मैं अब. And he had a job in Delhi Electricity Company, जो भी होता था. So I said मैं शाम को आऊँगी, आया करूँगी. So I started going to Vasant Kunj. That time, traveling from one place to another was not a very big deal. We were on Cirrus Road. We had just moved to Gurgaon. My studio was on MG Road, exactly where Sultanpur metro station is. So it used to take me literally 10 minutes to get to my studio and another 15 minutes to get to Vasant Kunj. So it was not khali hoti thi sadak ye puri. So I started going in the evening. I went for 2 classes and then I got pregnant with my second daughter. So I had to drop it. And he also thought कि इसका भूत चढ़ा था, एक वो होता है ना, एक phase आता है, एक भूत चढ़ता है कि अभी करना है, और तो वो then you get engrossed in life and all. So I had my second daughter, Mahi was born. And then I said, नहीं मुझे तो सीखना. And even Dinesh was quite surprised. He told me that I thought कि तेरा, that bhoot has passed. So I said, no, I have to learn. I want to learn. So I called him back.
Okay.
And so those few years were quite tough because in the morning I used to take Myra to my older daughter to play school. Then I used to, I mean, get her ready and take her. Then I used to do my riyaz with my chota wala daughter, because she was few months old. And then I used to go to work, then come back or go for class to Vasant Kunj after my work. Not every day, but 3 times a day. And my Guruji, his name is Ravi Jain. He's no more, but he told me that, look, if uh, you want to come here and learn, and if you want me to teach you, because I come tired from work, I will come up. And he never looked at his watch when he was teaching. कि एक घंटा हो गया, अब तुम जाओ. He never looked at his watch. He never charged me anything. He said, "No,
He never charged you
no."
anything?
But he just said that कि you have to practice at home. मतलब I should feel that you are serious. Otherwise, don't waste my time
Yeah.
and yours. So I had to do riyaz in the morning, and so I was doing that. And धीरे धीरे धीरे. But that's how I was put on the journey of dance. And then after 3 years or so, I realized that because I used to go to Vasant Kunj, I was the only person. So I just started feeling a little isolated. I felt that I needed to interact with the outside dance world as to what is happening and with other dancers and other people. I used to watch a lot of shows.
Okay.
बिकॉज उस समय ऐसा भूत था मुझे, एनीवेयर कहीं भी कोई भी शो हो रहा है मैं पहुंच जाती थी देखने के लिए. एंड दैट टॉट मी अ लॉट. And then when I felt that I needed to interact with more people, I found out about, I didn't know where to go again. I met somebody who had just come from Ahmedabad and was talking very highly of Kadam Dance Center, which was run by Kumudini Lakia, which was another completely legendary. She recently passed, but Kathak dancer who's brought in a lot of changes and in this format of Kathak. So I went there to Ahmedabad.
But you went to Ahmedabad all the way?
I went to Ahmedabad. I told Dinesh that you have to look after the kids. Myra was, I think, 4 or 5, and he was 1.5.
Oh my
And I
God.
said, "मैं जा रही हूँ." And he was very supportive, and he said, "जाओ." And I was there for 2 months, living in a little apartment near the institute. Completely as a student life, I used to go in the morning, and I had got a dibba fixed, lunch, dinner, and all that. So that was 2 months where I actually looked around and saw what is happening in the Kathak world. I got to know people, I interacted, I danced with other people. I was very raw, they were all professionals, but I learned a lot just watching them and being with them. And then when I was leaving, Aditi ji, my guru, is Kumi Ben's Kumudni Lakhia's student.
Okay.
Yeah. So she went to her when she was 5 years old or 4 years old, and she learned with her for many years before she moved to Delhi and started learning with Pandit Birju Maharaj ji. So,
Okay.
yeah. So then when I was leaving, I asked Kumi Behan that, अब मुझे किससे सीखना चाहिए मुझे. So she said, तुम जाओ अदिति के पास. So I said, वो तो सिखाती नहीं. बोले नहीं, तुम जाओ, फोन करो. So I went and I tried. But she said she didn't teach. But then it so happened that I had gone to watch a show where Pandit Rajendra Gangani, who's one of the leading dancers, the only leading dancer today of Jaipur Gharana,
Okay.
who's our Kishore Bhaiya's brother, cousin.
Yes, of course. He also had mentioned it to me. Yes.
Yeah. And not brother, Chacha.
Some
Chacha,
relative, yeah.
And so he was dancing, and Zakir Hussain was on tabla. So it was an amazing show, and Kamani was full, and there was a huge queue outside. So I was also standing in queue, and by chance, Aditi Di was standing 2 people behind me. So we got talking because she knew Dinesh, and she had met me once with
Yeah.
Dinesh. So we got talking, and I said, "You're not teaching?" She said, "No, I'm actually thinking of starting.
Oh,
So you'll
wow.
get a call from my office when I start." So I said, "पता नहीं वो कब start करेंगे, क्या होगा?" But sure enough, within a week I got a call, and so I went, and that's how then I got involved with her. I started learning with her, and then then because she was constantly performing, she had a repertory, so I used to sit and watch them. And then it so happened that slowly I became a part of the repertory. Then for many years I learned with her, danced in the company, danced all over, presented. So that's how it
How
started.
did your own studio started?
This started in 2005 with no intentions. Actually, when we were building this house, uh, I knew that I wanted a space to do my dance and reals, and we decided to build a basement. Also, because Dinesh is a photographer,
Yeah.
so he felt that he could also use the studio for his shoots. So it was a dual purpose studio,
Yeah.
my reals and his shoots.
Yeah.
So that's why we built this space. And so he used to get quite a few shoots. That time he was quite shooting very actively.
Yeah.
Abhi to he's very selective about what he shoots and all. And but that time it was pretty much, you can say, he was at his peak. So he was getting a lot of shoots. So a lot of it he used to do here in the basement, and then I used to do my practice. And then it so happened that Myra, who was very interested in dancing. So it started with Myra, and then Muskan, and then दो तीन बच्चे की हम भी सीखेंगे सिखा दो, Melanie, Ria Handa पीछे से. So 4-5 kids came, and they started learning. So I would just teach them some basic thing, very informally. And this other friend of mine, Suparna, had started some yoga classes, so she would do some yoga with them, and then I would teach them, and it was just a fun thing. But slowly with word of mouth, I started getting more students from Myra's school. Somebody, acha, Myra learns, acha, your mother teaches, acha. So some mother called me that I'll also send. तो धीरे धीरे बढ़ के वो बढ़ता गया. So now it's a full-fledged studio. It's been 20 years.
Oh. But in between, a lot of other things also happened, probably, or after the passing away of your father, the Hans publication
Yeah, that
came
was
on
again
you.
a turning point for me.
Yeah.
Uh, Fortunately, like advertising was a few years, 8 years. Interiors were about 8 to 10 years or whatever. Dance is something I never felt like ever giving up or ever. This is. I just feel there's still so much to do. The journey is very initial for me. Still, even after 25 years of learning, I just
Wow.
feel there's just such a vast thing. And before I come to that, I also want to say that Aditi Di was also getting she was very busy as a performing artist. We were doing a lot of shows and all. But one thing that suffered in that was our regular training. So there were two of us, me and Anandita, Anand dancer, who she was teaching, plus two other people who already were trained Kathak dancers from Kathak Kendra, but because they were in her repertory, she was teaching them. They would also do the class. But that took a bit of a backseat because there was so many shows and we were constantly
Just
practicing.
prepping
and
up
all.
for the shows.
So I kind of felt that. I felt that my initial training happened with Ravi Jainji, which was a very systematic way. Then initially for 2-3 years, Aditi Di taught us in a very systematic way where she would just take classes. But as we both got involved with the repertory, then whatever teaching was happening, learning was happening for us, me and Ananda, we both got taken into the dancing repertory. All our teaching was happening through performances. So I felt that gap that मुझे एक proper जो एक systematic way of training होती है वो कहीं मेरी रुक गई है. I trained for a few years and then suddenly I'm dancing at a level of these professional dancers. So I felt that वो प्रैक्टिस कर करके हो जाता है, बट द टेक्निक, द बेसिक्स, द थियरी ऑफ इट, द technical aspects of it, I felt a bit of a void. So I discussed it with her and I said, I feel that I need a proper, more training. So she said, look, because I'm performing and performing means traveling. We are traveling a lot. So why don't you go to Pandit Jaikishan Maharaj, who is called Chiku Bhaiya, is Birju Maharaj's elder son. And she said, you go to him because he is the closest to the way I teach, or the kind of dance I like, which I have tried to put into your body. So good. So then I went to him. Uh, Once a week, twice a week, Saturday, Sunday, he used to take. He was a guru in Kathak Kendra, so he wasn't teaching regularly, but Saturday, Sunday, he used to take a special class for people like me who wanted to advance their training for about 5, 6 years. And that really helped me. That really put a lot of things in perspective and in place for me, which I felt were lacking a little. So that was also part of the journey. And then that kind of stopped just before COVID. कोविड से थोड़ा सा पहले वो रोकना पड़ा, एंड उसके बाद फिर वो कभी रिज्यूम नहीं हुआ. तो खैर, जो भी है. नाउ कमिंग टू व्हेन माय फादर पास्ड अवे इन 2013.
Yeah.
So this Hans magazine was something which was started by Premchand in 1930, and once he passed, then some people tried to look after it, but it kind of petered off, and it kind of died. It was a very big name at some point. Gandhiji was on the editorial advisory board and all, and it was a magazine which was primarily like a platform for the marginalized voices, or the voices for independence, all those movements, but a fiction magazine. It was, a lot of it was through stories and through articles also, because Premchand himself was a fiction writer. Here, my father decided to revive it in 1986, and thereafter, he literally put his entire life into building that magazine. And it became quite an iconic magazine, because this is a magazine which started actually the Dalit writing movement and the women writers. So at that point in time in 86, you could literally count to three or four women who were writing regularly. And today there are a whole lot of that, because Hans really promoted women writing and Dalit writing. And it is known for that it was something which was initiated and put
That's
out
such a
there.
nice cause.
Yeah, it was
It was just
it's
not a
very
magazine,
big
it was
cause.
like, yeah, it was
Yeah,
creating
yeah.
social
So,
awareness also.
because Dalit writers were really, they felt they were persecuted and they were not getting the space to present their work. So he gave them that platform to present their work. And it was a fairly bold magazine in terms of its editorial, because he was very, very bold in his comments on political situation, economic situation, socio-economic situation, social problems. So it became like the torchbearer of Hindi literature, that magazine. Any big debate which was happening in Hindi literature was initiated from Hans, by Hans.
Yeah.
तो वो ऐसे वाला हो गया था. So when, and he was very concerned, because he had started keeping under that what will happen to that magazine, because he's built it.
I know, with all his heart completely.
Yeah, and brought it to a point which was like really, the only magazine which was going down south, northeast, internationally. So इतना उसका नाम हो गया था कि he was very concerned कि what will happen. And there were lots of people, some writers and all, who were very keen and thought that Rajanji will give them Hans to run. But I think somewhere he had made up his mind, although he used to tell me, and I used to say, don't look at me. I don't know anything of literature. I have no idea. So it's not me. So you figure out. So he says, then one day what happened, I mean, to the point I've told you that the magazine used to come monthly. He used to send, it's a monthly magazine. So every month used to, unke office se mere naam pe copy aa jati thi, which I never opened also. I never used to open. वो आती थी और one day I opened. And this is a couple of years before he passed, a year maybe. And I saw my name as some manager, something. In that वो जो शुरू में नाम होता है ना, editor, editorial staff, ये सब. तो उसमें कहीं मेरा एक नाम, management, something. And I said, yeah, why? Then next time I met him, I said that, why have you given my name? It's such a, I feel so dishonest, because if somebody asks me, कि Hans, मुझे तो कुछ पता ही नहीं है, and you are giving my name, it's not right. So I was fighting with him, and he says कि हमने तो दे दिया, तो अब तुम्हारे ऊपर है, तुम्हें करना है तो करना, नहीं तो हम हमारा मन किया, हमने दे दिया. तुम्हारा मन नहीं है तो मत करना, हम तो चले जाएंगे, हमें कुछ नहीं पता. So I said, यार ये तो अच्छा. But when he passed, although he was not well, but when he passed, it wasn't expected that he would pass that day, but it just happened. And 2 days later we were in the office. Somehow it was such a smooth transition that I don't even remember thinking or even discussing it with anybody कि अब मैं क्या करूँ, बंद कर दूँ हंस या चलाऊँ या कैसे चलाऊँ, किसी को दे दूँ. Otherwise, कुछ problem होता है, I would sit with Dinesh and discuss, or sit with someone. I spoke to nobody. I was there in office, and thereafter I just started going to office.
Like
It
it just
just-
takes to upon the same.
So people ask me what made you. I said I don't know. I really don't know, because I never questioned. I never even questioned it. Ki should I or should I not? It was a very strange thing, but yes.
Probably there was nobody else. Was that thought in your mind, or you just it was very easy?
Probably that was there. Probably there was an emotional thing that
Connect
he had
also,
put his
yeah.
life,
Yeah,
and how can I let it
just go away like that.
yeah, his whole life's work, and I don't know. I have no recollection of the reasons. I was just there, and thereafter I was there. And but my institute had to run, so I had to balance for many years. I had to
So
balance.
both the things are going parallelly.
Yeah. Fortunately, the staff at Hans is old staff. They knew their work. They were very dedicated, very committed. So they were there. So I used to go 3 times a week. I mean, if required more, but 3 times a week I used to be there in the afternoons, and rest I was.
Even today, people read Hindi literary
Oh, yeah.
magazines.
They do. Not so many, but yes, they do. एंड जो हंस के पाठक है ना, वो तो इतने लॉयल हैं कि उनको अगर नहीं मिलता ना, एक महीने का लेट हो जाता है, कोई फ़ोन करके वो कर देते हैं कि हमारी तो तबीयत खराब हो रही है, हंस कहाँ गया, हमारा आया ही नहीं इस महीने का. सो देयर आर पीपल हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन रीडिंग. या
That is really wonderful. That's. But how are you balancing all these things? Because Kathak also is very physically demanding also. And
It is.
I've seen you fit always. So I'm not even going there, but still balancing a
It was
Kathak
tough.
studio, teaching kids, doing your performances, your riyaz, and then also
Yeah.
taking care of your
In
business.
fact,
completely.
before COVID, the performances were very frequent, so I was performing a lot, and teaching, and the institute, like I said, slowly was growing. There were more students, so I had formed a kind of a schedule, which was that Monday, Wednesday, Friday was Hans days. So those days in the morning, I used to get up and my exercise class. I have a trainer who used to come do my exercise class, then do my riyaz, have a shower, and leave for office. And then second half used to be office. And for those days, the teaching, I had hired another dancer in the faculty who would take those classes. Tuesday, Thursday were classes, the evening classes jo bhi hoti thi, those I used to take. So Tuesday, Thursday, I wouldn't go to office. So I would just do my riyaz and my exercise, my yoga or riyaz, and then just hang here, be at home, or just finish work around here, and then evening take classes. So for many years it was working like that. And the days when I had to go on Tuesday, Thursday also, if there was an event happening or something, then I would go and try and come back before class. तो ऐसे करके बहुत साल तक तो, and when I had performances, then morning was, instead of my riyaz, we were doing rehearsals, and उसके बाद जब travel करते थे, travel करते थे. So, but I did have to hire.
Yeah, because the proper number of kids also, students that you have.
Yeah, that
way
time.
too
Now
much to
it's a
handle.
much larger establishment, but I had to hire someone to teach. So I was overseeing. I was keeping, overseeing the whole thing. But unfortunately, I've got amazing teachers.
I know.
Really.
I've met a
Yeah.
few of them. They are all
Yeah.
very amazing.
So
They've kind of forwarded your style only ahead to the
no, they
kids.
themselves are trained and
Yeah.
very good Kathak dancers, and very committed. So that was important.
Okay, so I would like to share that even I have as a child learned Kathak for almost 4 years and gave the exam and वो certificates अभी भी पढ़े हैं to show also.
Oh,
And so dance has been something else to me. Abhi bhi na, even if I'm low and I start dancing, it's like meditation to me. Or probably it just takes me to another world. Of course, it has to be behind closed doors. It's not meant for everybody to see, but it just transcends me into something
yes.
else. So when you do your riyas, or probably when you are in your performances on a stage, and we're just going to talk about dance now. It's like so beautiful. So where does it transcend you? Where do you completely feel that you've gone?
I completely forget. Like one thing that pulled me through COVID was fortunately, touch wood, I didn't get COVID.
Really?
Nobody in our house got COVID.
Okay.
In fact, we got much later. जब चला गया था, जब वो 2 दिन वाला flu होता था ना, which was supposed to be COVID.
It was
तो वैसे
supposed
एक
to be
बार-
COVID. Nobody knew what it was.
हाँ, तो वो टेस्ट में पॉजिटिव आ गया था कि
अच्छा।
कोविड है, बट वो 2 दिन का फ्लू एक बार दिनेश को हुआ था, एक बार मुझे हुआ था. बट थ्रू दोज 2-3 waves वी वर सेफ. And in fact, I was extra vigilant because my mother was living with us and she was 90. So we had to be really
Careful
very
about it, yeah.
careful. Even
Yeah,
her caretakers, I had told them that you're not going home. So they were staying here only because we didn't know कि वो घर में, you know, who they are interacting
Yeah,
with.
of course,
They used to
it's a-
come in the morning, leave, because they share 2 caretakers, one morning shift, one night shift. But I had said, you both are staying here, not going home. So they were, and they were
Very
very
good,
good. So
yeah.
they were staying, and I used to come in the morning, and my training had gone online because the
Yeah,
trainer
that
couldn't
everything
come.
had become online.
And then I used to do my riyaz, and that was the best riyaz I've done, because that was one riyaz where I was not looking at the watch. अरे अब तैयार होके
Yeah,
ऑफिस जाना है,
yeah.
you know, या अभी ये मीटिंग है, अब कुछ नहीं था. So it was just sweat it out, and it was really very very, मतलब मैं भूल जाती थी सब. एंड फिजिकली थक जाओ फिर ऊपर जाओ, बट नहीं तो मन ही नहीं करता था कि you know, trying out different things, just making things, कथक की चीज़ें बनाना, अलग अलग चीज़ें ट्राई करना. All the issues I had, जो चीज़ें मैं नहीं कर पाती थी, I was, you know, very patiently, slowly working on them. So it was a very good. And otherwise also, I feel that there have been times when I have been emotionally low or emotionally going through some issues. But when I come to dance, I just forget. It just takes me to another
Another
world.
world.
And that will also not just for that period of time. It somehow calms your mind.
Yeah, it does.
So even when you are outside of the studio or outside of the dance sphere, you carry something of dance with you, which kind of calms you and gives you a certain inner joy.
Yeah, after so many years also, I feel my expression, there is some emotions में या feelings में या कुछ expression, the dance is somewhere. It is
Yeah.
continuing. It doesn't leave you, I think. Or you don't
Yeah.
leave it, whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it stays with you. But आजकल apart from Kathak is very traditional culturally also, but आजकल there's Bollywood and contemporary dance that have really become very popular. You think there is a way forward as you vision it out? Is there a scope of both to coexist, or
They are coexisting.
They are coexisting still, but way forward क्या होएगा? Because you know.
वे फॉरवर्ड यही होएगा कि मतलब वे फॉरवर्ड तो अपना वे बनाता जा रहा है एज इट्स गोइंग. यस, द ऑडियंस, द कथक और द क्लासिकल आर्ट फॉर्म की जो ऑडियंस है, दैट इज ऑब्वियसली
Shrinking.
Smaller. Shrinking तो मैं नहीं कहूँगी.
Okay.
But in sheer numbers, it's smaller than audience for Bollywood.
Okay.
And because of that, even see, there are lots of things for an artist to perform. It's not very easy, because when you're performing, there's stage, lights, choreography, musicians, costumes. There's a whole lot of money also that goes in, which how is an artist supposed to earn? And क्लासिकल में जो रेम्यूनरेशन और जो प्रोफेशनल फीस मिलती है, दैट्स completely not comparable to a Bollywood thing. I mean, I have been to places where, you know, I'm performing, or when I used to dance with Aditi Di, and if her troupe was in, she's performing, and say a Bollywood star is also performing later. There's no comparison in the kind of fees they used to demand or the kind of money they used to demand, because they have a large audience. So then it's a vicious circle, you know. It's that catch-22 kind of a situation. Ki paise
even
kam
for the artist.
Yeah, so so that is a bit of a challenge, but audience ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं है. Like I'm seeing lot of the number of students who are coming.
Yeah.
And you won't believe it. I have more adult students than kids. If every day I get 2 3 calls, inquiries, so in a week, if I get 10 inquiries for adult that I want to learn, probably the 2 inquiries for kids. There are enough kids,
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं है, but a lot of adults are wanting to, and similar your kind of case, learning in school, left it,
Yeah.
या थोड़ा सा सीखा जो, या फिर अच्छा खासा सीखा और फिर वो 12th के बाद अपना करियर बनाने में चले गए, फिर शादी हो गई, फिर बच्चे हो गए, जस्ट got left behind, and now they want to come back, and they are coming and they are dancing and they are very sincere, regular, enjoying, and so there is a wanting to get back to classical forms or wanting to get back to roots. वो एक मैं attitude देख रही हूँ लोगों में. They prefer to teach, even kids, they prefer their kids to be going for a classical class rather than a Bollywood dancing class, because Bollywood तो घर में भी टीवी लगा के, if you want to dance you can learn.
So I feel if you know the classical form of dance, you can
हाँ.
easily adapt yourself to Bollywood type
एक
of
बार
dancing.
बॉडी में वो आ जाती है ना,
हाँ, rhythm आ जाती है,
rhythm आ जाती है, तो फिर वो तो
you
आप
can
कुछ
do
भी
that
कर
way, but
सकते हो. हाँ.
vice versa नहीं हो सकता.
हाँ, so awareness है, ऐसा नहीं है that people don't want their kids to learn or adults don't want to learn. The only thing जहाँ आके बात फंसती है is career.
Yeah,
That
that's
when
true.
you want to make dance your career, then what is the returns? There are
Yeah,
no
there
returns.
are no
It's very
returns.
tough. It's very, and it's getting tougher. It's getting tougher. So फिर वो वहाँ आके फिर
रुक
चूक
जाती
जाती
है
है.
चीजें. Maybe some organizations will come forward, some startups will come forward with things, and things.
होता ही था, बट कोविड के बाद कुछ मुझे
चीजें
लगता है
बदल
कि
गई हैं.
चीज़ें बदल गई हैं. पहले तो काफ़ी देयर वर lot more performances and people putting in money for classical festivals and all of that. Government तो कर रही है. There are festivals which are run by the government, but otherwise थोड़ा कम हो गया है. Classical performance spaces and opportunities, and dancers बढ़ रहे हैं.
Okay.
A lot of people are learning and
Learning.
they want to perform, तो वो हो रहा है.
फिर एक प्लेटफॉर्म तो आपने भी सबको दिया जिसके आपने बताया नहीं, हम कदम, which I have
हाँ.
witnessed with both the girls, it was.
Yeah, so that's Hum Kadam is our annual performance for the institute, because I strongly feel that see in जैसे गुरुज होते हैं पुराने, या जैसे भरतनाट्यम में भी होता है, अरंगेत्रम होता है, that for certain years you only learn, you're not supposed to be on stage. Even gurus feel कि this is stage पे तभी जाओगे तुम, चाहे वो तुम्हें 20 साल लगे या 15, till we feel you're not ready. But I feel that in today's time, performing is a very important part of learning. Okay, so if you're teaching dance, it is a performing art.
It is.
So if you don't put the child on stage, that comfort with stage, comfort with to be able to handle a space where there are 500 people looking at you, or you are on stage and there are musicians sitting and you are in costume, you need to slowly get used to it. So fortunately, even when kids are on stage, the audiences, their parents and families and all, and they don't expect a professional level of dancing. They know कि वो बच्चे ने अभी सीखना शुरू किया.
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, so everybody is ready for
errors and
errors and that kind of thing कि अच्छा छोटे बच्चे हैं अभी 1 साल से सीख रहे हैं, तो वो उस तरह से करेंगे. फिर नेक्स्ट ग्रुप आता है जो 4 साल सीख रहे हैं, तो वो थोड़ा बेटर करेंगे. So that's how our Hum Kadam is always designed, that it starts with absolutely newer kids, and slowly we end the show with our senior most batch, who are pretty much professional and have been learning for many years, and so the parents also tend to see a progression कि अच्छा this is where my child has started and this is where he or she
would be able to reach
if you're consistent and if you are learning regularly. So I think a performing space or opportunity to perform is very important part of learning. Every time you get on stage, you learn a lot. I mean, and that happened with me, that every time I got onto the stage and I got off it, I felt I was even 100 गलतियां हुई हो, और तो होती हैं, you're human, but you learn a lot. and then you think, yeah, I made that mistake in that previous performance, let me work on this for the next one. So it's very important. I feel that performing, and it also, in today's time where kids have 100 things to do, kids are so busy, हमसे ज़्यादा busy तो kids
I
हैं.
know.
They have 100
That's so
classes
true.
now. So to keep their interest alive,
Yeah.
you have to have
Yeah.
some kind of performances. They're very excited. Show
And the
makeup,
costume and so many other
so
things,
and
lights.
working for it and working hard. They work really hard. So वो होता है एक like a encouragement, like so they look forward to it, and that is something which keeps them going. The idea is that the kid should be consistent and carries it for at least a few years, because 3-4 साल तो समझ ही नहीं आता आप कर क्या रहे हो, फिर धीरे धीरे समझ आना शुरू होता है थोड़ा थोड़ा. तो
It's a long journey.
it's a very long journey, and to keep today's child engaged with that journey, you have to give them these little landmarks, performance, a small बैठक, a little exam, so they are happy.
Exams भी होते हैं, अभी भी होते हैं सारे वैसे.
हाँ, प्रयाग के एग्जाम्स देते हैं. किड्स तो बहुत देते हैं, बिकॉज देयर मार्कशीट एंड थिंग्स help them work for their college admission. They
Okay.
help.
Okay.
Adults बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं देते, बट देते हैं, कुछ adults देते हैं.
I think कथक से या किसी भी क्लासिकल डांस फॉर्म से डिसिप्लिन बहुत आता है, if nothing else.
हाँ, वो तो आता है.
तो रियाज आपको करना ही पड़ता है, no matter what.
करते नहीं है,
नहीं करते हैं?
टाइम ही नहीं है. I told you ना, kids बेचारे छोटे जो बच्चे हैं स्कूल से आते ही their mothers have put them in 5 different activities. Every evening there is something or the other happening, and then they're little kids. स्कूल से आए, एक्टिविटी में गए, थक जाते हैं इतना. थोड़े बड़े होते हैं तो एग्जाम प्रेशर, पढ़ाई का प्रेशर, तो वो किसी तरह आके करते हो, फिर पढ़ाई, यूनिट टेस्ट, हर तो तीसरे महीने में यूनिट टेस्ट होते हैं, सो उसमें बिजी होते हैं. फिर अडल्ट जो हैं वो अपने वर्क, they have their full day work, then they come
Family
and dance,
pressures also.
and then family, and if some of them have kids, तो और जिनके किड्स नहीं उनकी सोशल लाइफ होती है, बहुत कुछ होता है टू कीप देम बिजी. सो टाइम नहीं है. बहुत कम लोग हैं जो रेगुलर रियाज करते हैं. पीपल हु आर रियली, आई हैव अ few adults who are really serious about it, and वो रेगुलर रियाज करते हैं. वहाँ टाइम नहीं मिलता, बट यहाँ आके करते हैं, भैया लोग के साथ करते हैं, म्यूजिशियंस के साथ.
कथक also you can't do it alone, in the sense आपको अपने musicians भी चाहिए, आपको साथ में instruments के लिए भी सब चाहिए साथ में, तभी मजा आता है कथक करने का.
मज़ा या परफॉर्मेंस, बट रियाज सबसे अच्छा अकेले होता है.
अकेले होता है.
रियाज सबसे अच्छा अकेले होता है. आप अपना वो लगा लो, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक आजकल तो नगमा और या मेट्रोनॉम, एंड रियाज आई फील इज बेस्ट डन अलोन, or maybe with 1 or 2 musicians. But that's what I tell my students who do riyaz, because some of them say, अरे मैम वो म्यूजिशियन ये भैया फ्री नहीं है तो कैसे रियाज. ऐसे रियाज तो अपने आप होता है. It's like a sadhana, literally.
Do it on your own. It's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I think we can continue on, but to make it a little fun thing also now, let's do a little rapid fire thing with you.
Oh God, ये तो
Okay, so घुंघरू or tabla, what makes your heart beat faster?
घुंघरू.
Ghungru. I knew that anyways. What's your favorite time of the day when you like to do your riyaz?
Mornings.
Morning? Very early morning?
No,
No.
around 9:30, 10.
Okay. One Kathak posture or movement that expresses you. Probably if you can do it with your hands or something like that, it's so beautiful.
It's very difficult to give you one,
I know.
because it depends on at that point in time what the mood is, because a typical Kathak posture is this, but there are times which when I don't feel like, I mean, this is not what is expressing what I'm feeling that
Right
time.
now.
It could be this, it could be anything. It's
That's so graceful.
so that is because every posture is very beautiful. It's just that
It's a different expression, I think.
every posture is actually very beautiful. It's just that and you don't even realize it. When I come to do my riyaz, I put my ghungroos, and when I'm doing my tatkar, suddenly I'll start doing some movement, which I haven't thought, and then probably that that is what is that time expressing what is happening inside me. So
was just going off the track, but कोई ऐसा मोमेंट जिसको बहुत स्ट्रगल करना पड़ा था आपको ईयर्स में, like, ये वाला मुझसे हो नहीं रहा है, लाइक अ चैलेंज दैट यू सेड कि ये वाला नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसे सीखना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, एक तात है, ये एक मूवमेंट होता है, उसमें मेरा हमेशा एंगल गलत हो जाता था. इट्स अ वेरी, एंड हाउ द हैंड कम्स बैक एंड हाउ दिस हैंड गोज, उसमें इट्स अ, देखने में बहुत सिंपल है, बट द वे वेयर योर बॉडी इज, वेयर योर फीट शुड बी, वेयर योर एंगल शुड बी, फीट का एंगल, वेयर योर नज़र शुड बी, हाउ मच योर हैंड शुड स्ट्रेच, तो वो कभी ऐसे हो जाता था. तो वो थोड़ा सा काम करना पड़ा था. एक ये लॉ शिखा का मूवमेंट होता है जो कि थोड़ा टाइम लगा था मुझे आने.
जब देखते हैं मेरा मन कर बस अब शुरू हो जाओ.
You तो started, I don't
I
know why
know.
you gave up.
We'll come back again. A dream stage you would love to perform on.
Again, very difficult for me. Every stage is a dream stage. Honestly, I just need a stage, and my dream comes true. Let's put it that way.
I can
Give me a stage, and my dream will come true.
Wow, that is beautiful. Kathak in one word for you.
My expression, my inner expression.
That's so beautiful. So just express your feeling now in some Bollywood songs, even a classical song. Anything that you, some few lines that you can probably share.
Classical बहुत है, but immediately, because like in our chat you must have figured that my life has gone through a lot of changes, lot of
absolutely.
stuff, and in all this there's also a family that and two
And two
girls
daughters, yeah.
who and I must say that Dinesh was really supportive. Otherwise, जो चीज़ें इतनी सारी मैं अब खुद कर पाई, मैं नहीं कर पाती. Because he was a completely hands-on father, and the girls never really felt
That you were not around.
lonely. Yeah, I'm sure they felt, but I wasn't, like they say, I wasn't all the time there.
Yeah,
But
So behind
yeah,
every
but
successful
still,
woman is a man also.
I did whatever best I
Yeah.
could do. But that is coming to that Bollywood song. I just feel that if you're not happy inside, I would tell some of my students, if you're not happy within, or feel satisfied within, you can never be a good mother. I just feel that. Because somewhere it will, those vibrations of frustration or of some kind of incompleteness will get transferred onto your
True.
this thing. So I just felt that even if I spend 2 hours with my daughters or 3 hours and not constantly
Absolutely,
24/7,
absolutely.
those 2 hours have to be something that I can give them something. And today when I see them, I feel that I have been able to give them
Absolutely, absolutely. They both
certain
are doing so
things,
well, yeah.
which is their own thing. Parents can't take credit for everything, but somewhere the environment was such, this thing. So given all this, the lines I can't sing for to save my life, but the some few lines that come to my mind is, ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है रंग रूप.
You're right. This is so
So
beautiful.
सबके जीवन के अपने अपने रंग रूप होते हैं, यही होता है. This is life, so one should just take it in your stride. There are lots of ups and downs.
And your life has been like really,
Yeah.
like from advertising to Kathak dance, like nobody can even see that. And from Kathak to literary world, completely.
Yeah.
That's another jump
Yeah, oh
completely.
yes.
The Kathak is also involving people who are into the literary world, but that's a different thing. Publication is a different thing altogether.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing, and a different world, different thing.
I think you've
different
taken the challenges head
sensibilities.
on completely.
The way to do it is, don't look at it as a challenge. Just say कि ये है,
ये काम करना है.
हाँ हम करना है. अब जैसे कई बार हमारे सामने खाना होता है जो हमें बहुत पसंद नहीं, हम खा लेते हैं ना.
हाँ.
खाना है, खाना तो है ही. We have our lunch and sometimes आज ठीक है, दाल है, सब्जी है. Take it as okay, ये है, करना है, enjoy it. So, and I enjoy the literary world also now. I enjoy the Kathak also. Of course, Kathak is my first love and my yeah, but uh, and like I was saying, a lot of things that you grew up with, which were probably your little brain, which is was taking it in, has helped me
It does, it
um,
does. That
travel through
influence
this
stays,
world, the
yeah.
literary world.
Yeah,
So
so beautiful. That's really beautiful. It, kind of to sum it all up, is like, so your journey has been more of passion and discipline, I was saying, and you followed your heart to create art, to carry forward your legacy, which you didn't want to, but it came your way and you handled it so beautifully. So now you're showing that it's never, I feel it's never late to rediscover what you really want to do. People say like at 35 you started learning Kathak again. It was like commendable. Nobody would probably imagine 35 you can start learning and you become a professional
थोड़ा
Kathak
basics तो
dancer.
आते थे. Like I said, I was dancing off and on through
Yeah,
school and all.
but that was again left
Yeah.
behind 16, 17 years back, and
Yeah.
then you again started this. Like, really, I think whenever you want to do something, no matter the age or time or anything, circumstances,
You just
can
have
do it.
to.
It's a mind game. It's a mind
And
game.
yes, discipline.
Oh, there is discipline.
Your
उसके बिना
time
तो-
management and discipline and और डिसिप्लिन अपने आप आ जाता है. जब अगर किसी को बहुत पैशनेटली कुछ चीज करनी है तो डिसिप्लिन आ जाता
अपने
है.
आप ही आ जाता है, अपने आप ही. सो नाइस. सो वो एक गाना आपको बोला गाने के लिए, एक गाना मुझे भी गाना पड़ता है. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रेडिशन दैट आई हैव मेड इन माय पॉडकास्ट. I just heard it the other day. कुड़ी नू नचने दे.
हाँ.
It's a Bollywood song, and I think there are a lot of actresses who are part of this. So it's like, it goes like, हो मिट्टी मिट्टी सी ये मुनिया, सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया, हाँ क्यों, हाँ क्यों, वो शोनी शोनी सी कुड़ी नू मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों, हाँ दुनिया क्यों, है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी कर देगी कमाल, इसे झूमने दो अपनी बीट ते, कुड़ी नू नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे, तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ जम के, कुड़ी नू नचने दे. तो आई थिंक thank you once again for being with me today.
It was completely
beautiful.
my
Raj.
pleasure,
Yeah, it was
and
beautiful. It was
I always love sharing my journey with
because
people.
this is very encouraging. It's like really telling everyone that just go for it. जो मन में आता है go for it. ठान लो, कर लो, कर सकते हो. I think everybody can do everything. If at 35 you can train to become a professional dancer, then you're starting your own Kathak studio. I think nothing is impossible. It's just a decision-making time. You just decide and go for it.
Yeah, true.
And seeing you, I think creativity and fitness, because love food and fitness का बोलना ही है. Fitness you've
Yeah,
maintained
one
so
had to
well.
be very careful about what one is eating and exercise, because a lot of people would tell me कि डांस तो करते हो तो एक्सरसाइज तो हो जाती है. ऐसे नहीं, एक्सरसाइज करनी पड़ती है जिससे डांस कर लें. You need your muscle strength, you need
Yeah.
you need yoga, you need your flexibility, you need your breathing to be strong, to be able to dance.
That's the reason the exercise part used to happen, then your riyaz used to happen.
Yeah, you can say that.
So to everyone who's listening to us today, stay inspired, keep moving, and never stop dancing to your tunes. I think that's what the show is all about today.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, dance to your tune.
Yeah. So we'll be back next week on Love, Food and Fitness. Until then, take care of your mind, body and soul. To everyone listening, if you enjoyed this show, I think you would have loved it, because I'm loving it completely. Please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. And until next time, stay healthy, stay happy and keep dancing. Thank you.
Thank you.